I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Asia CEO Richard Mills, Ms. Rebecca Bustamante, for this opportunity to share to our global citizens, women vulnerability and resiliency during the COVID-19 and beyond global health crisis. The same pandemic that women and humanity will surely survive is the same pandemic that creates a situation for the women abuses to rise, domestic violence to escalate, teenage pregnancy to peak, rape cases, even incest to succeed, as the vulnerability of women are much more exploited by a society who needs a persistent, consistent, and insistent reminder that violence has no room in this modern society. Philippine Commission on Women, where I'm the current chairperson's twin global goal on gender equality, women empowerment, will advance the advocacy towards productivity, where women are independent, self-reliant, and contributory partners to creators for everyone across gender, age groups, socioeconomics, cultural, political, business, and all demographic variables of a modern society we have right now. Have you asked yourself what had happened to Juana during the time of pandemic? There was an increased domestic violence in situations like the current community quarantine. Intimate partner violence may rise with more people spending time indoors and having limited movement to seek help. Lower income women are particularly affected by the slowdown in consumption as they tend to be employed in retail, hotels, catering, tourism, and other services industry. Domestic work household tasks increase with more people staying at home during the quarantine. Women multiple burdens of needing to contribute to the household income while also taking care of the young, the elderly, and the sick means they have the longest days, the shortest rest, and the highest stress, making them easy targets of diseases. 70% of workers in the health and social sector in 104 countries are women, while 79% of nurses in Southeast Asia are female. It must be noted that nurses' level of exposure is very high because they are involved in direct patient care. I just want to share to you the top 5 gender issues during this health crisis. First among the list is the violence against women, no work, no pay in the informal sector, women micro-entrepreneurs lose businesses, the increased unfair pay for female frontliners, and the unpaid care work. But you know, when we talk about the women resiliency in a nutshell, do we believe that women are the key so we heal as one? In the history of humanity, women play a vital role, especially during war, disasters, and pandemic. Our current experience is not a history repeating itself, but is unique of our times. With assuring lessons learned from the past, one of the most important lessons that humanity has learned in the past is the role of women in fighting and ending crisis. Do you know that in order to avoid COVID-19, we should avoid men? Recently, we have seen in social media that to avoid COVID-19, we should avoid touching men, which means mouth, eyes, and nose. But instead, we follow women. It is also viral in social media and posted in public places that we can prevent COVID-19 by following women, which is an acronym to wash hands, obey social distancing, mask wearing, exercise to be energized, and nutrition to boost immune system. But the role of women in fighting COVID-19 is not only as an acronym. We see great leaders in front of the battle. You can see women resiliency on how they cope and bounce back better. Some spend time volunteering in sanitizing production area. Some continue to make their products at home. Business capital, the income we utilize to support the family needs. Diversification of product offerings. Some MSME explore mobile market. Some offer online Zumba and exercise, the online cooking and selling, urban gardening, planting vegetables for family consumption. Sharing to you women resiliency ecosystem. This is one of the best practices that I can share to you right now. Visit the front line of COVID-19 care, and you will realize that there are more women in the healthcare industry. A proof of concept is a social enterprise model called KKK, Kababaihan, Kamay ng Kaligtasan. This group of individuals started sewing PPE, or the personal protective equipment. We also say it as a protect, produce, and empower using 10 natural fibers. Can you please go back to the last slide before that? The ecosystem. Okay, thank you. Using 10 natural tropical fibers like abaca, bamboo, banana, cotton, pineapple, hyacinth, silk, indigo leaves, coffee pulp, and sugarcane. These tropical fibers that become textile will then be digitally cut to increase the output and maximize textile usage. It will then be delivered to our KKK individual houses for sewing by the informal sectors, the solo parent, the single mother, person with disability, while we pay them with the finished mask and the PPE. Okay, if we can check on the barangay operations, you will realize that women are the one running the show. Even the COVID-19 massive PCR and rapid testing, women producing PPE, masks, hospital linens, food for delivery, online help for mental health became part of the COVID-19 solution, an asset and the key in healing. In the process, women are perceived as a light of every home, or we call it in Tagalog, ilaw ng tahanan. Women can also be a roof that protects, a wall that safeguards, a stairs that elevates, a window that showcases, a door that welcomes, a bed that comforts, a food that nourishes, a chair that supports, a fan that cools down, even a toilet seat that relieves. But the challenges remain. Borrowing the adjectives during this time of quarantine, you know, the three adjectives this time of quarantine is general, enhanced, and modified. Philippine Commission on Women will be modified and enhanced until all women, children, and families are safe and without risk of abuses and violence. At this moment of global crisis, we need global solidarity. We are the key, so we heal as one. If I may give you my last message, a leading woman is powerful beyond measure and beautiful beyond pressure. Thank you so much. Stay at home so we can save more lives. Mabuhay.